As we're all painfully aware, over the last few years, the subject of gender and pronouns has never been far from the news. And now there are suggestions that upon meeting someone for the first time, you should introduce yourself and include your pronouns in order to put them at ease. I would say if you do that, you'll look fucking mental. So let's use me as an example. I'm a middle-aged man. Clearly, I've got a shaved head and a beard. I'm making no attempt to look feminine. So it's fairly obvious I'll be he, him. Whereas if I was made up like a pantomime dame because so many trans women go too far with it, then you might have to inquire and it's probably going to be she, her. But if I were to introduce myself one of two ways, which one seems more sane? Firstly, hi, my name's Dan, nice to meet you. Or secondly, hi, my name's Dan, my pronouns are he, him, or sometimes they, zer, because generally I'm a straight man, but sometimes I'm a non-binary, gender-fluid, non-conformist. But in 2022, that's actually quite mild, because there are some people who are straight up just making shit up. Their gender can be whatever they pick it to be, and they'll make up pronouns to go along with it. And if you don't respect that, in fact, if you don't know it before meeting them, you're an ableist, you're a bigot, you're all the ists and isms. But sorry, if I see a guy walking down the street, I'm not going to think I better check if he identifies as a haddock. So why is this happening right now? Well, I think it's because things which are very popular are victimhood and insanity, because they give you the most sympathy points. And this is being fueled by one app. The app is TikTok, and here's two facts about TikTok you may not be aware of. First up, it is owned by the Chinese Communist Party, and secondly, TikTok is banned in China. Welcome to the world of neopronouns and xenogenders. Essentially, someone makes something up about themselves, and if everyone else doesn't agree, then they're going to cry. We'll start off with a video of someone quite mild in this category. Here's someone explaining how to recognise their pronouns when they're gender fluid.
3 ways to let your friends know what gender you're feeling today! Gender fluid edition! PSA that you don't have to do any of these, these are just things that I do. 1. Pronoun bracelets. You can get different coloured bracelets with different pronouns on. For example, this one says she, her, this one says he, him, and this one says they, them. The colours also correspond to how I'm feeling, so black usually goes with my black male outfits. This usually goes with like my pink female outfits, and this usually goes with my non-binary outfit. Just a way to let your friends know what gender you're feeling today and how they can address you. Pins are also another good option. For example, I had this one that says they, them for when I'm feeling non-binary. 2. Clothing. Personally, I present very typically masculine when I'm feeling like a guy, and I present more ambiguously when I'm feeling like a non-binary, and when I'm feeling like a girl, I usually wear loads of pink. But anyone can wear anything that they want to, and it doesn't necessarily depend on gender. And finally, letting your friends know. Just tell them. That's it. Just tell them when you meet them. I'm feeling like this today, and can you dress me like this?
Please keep in mind that aside from myself, that is the sanest person you will see for the rest of this video. Now clearly, that's a young woman, albeit one who is very confused. Now I don't really understand the gender fluid thing, because there are effeminate boys, there are masculine girls. But we change our behaviour depending on who we're around. For example, if I'm in a bar with a group of men, my behaviour will be very different to if I was in a bar with a group of women. If I was with women, first of all, I wouldn't point out the tits on the other women in the bar, and I wouldn't use the word fuck as much. So let's move it up a gear. What about if you met someone who said they were either a bug or a frog? Which is awkward because frogs eat bugs. Now I know you're thinking, fuck off Dan, there's no one out there that weird.
So, for the frog self-pronouns, you would say something like, Frog went to the store and Frog got a new skirt for Frog self. Isn't it so cute? And then for my bug pronouns, you would say something like, Bug's special interest is Monster High. Bug loves talking about it and it always makes Bug really happy.
Now I'm sure that lady stroke bug stroke frog is a charming person, but clearly something isn't right. And with all of these people, they can identify it as what they like, but I don't understand, why do they need the rest of society to go along with their deranged fantasies? Just going back to the gender fluid thing, because people who are gender fluid, they can be male or female or both or neither, and that can change by the day, by the hour, by the second. Now we'll put myself in a scenario. If I were a young single man on a night out, things had gone well and had gone back to the young lady's place, and we were halfway through doing the deed. What happens if she then decides she's a man? Does that then make me a closeted homosexual? And how does the change take place? Does the full moon have to hit them or the wind change? I don't know. How about someone who identifies as a kitten? Not even a fully grown cat. But not only do they identify as a kitten, they meet up with friends who also identify as kittens and communicate together as kittens by meowing. Now, the person in this video, you'll hear her say, hear they, them, it say, that they meow when words are too difficult. But surely, the point of words is communication. I make some sounds, the other person knows what those sounds mean, and thus they understand me. Not making noises like a domestic fucking pet.
I'll be teaching you guys some ways that my friends and I meow to one another to communicate when words just seem a little too difficult. So, here we go. Okay, so first off, we have the normal meow that we just use mostly to get each other's attention. Meow. Okay, then we have the dissatisfied meow. Then the angry meow.
Just so you know, I've trimmed that video right back, and I've done it for your benefit. No one should have to endure the full horror. By the time I got to the end of it, I was starting to understand why some people become serial killers. So she identifies as a kitten. Well, how far does she take it? Does it mean that she sleeps 18 hours a day, or that she likes to kill small birds and shit in a box? So we'll end with this screenshot. Admitting neopronouns make you disabled. Should be makes you disabled. So anyone using these pronouns apparently is saying they have a disability. Well, clearly there's something wrong. But then look at the pronouns this person is using. Kitten self and God self. God self. This person refers to themselves as the Almighty. And that sort of sums up all of these people. They have simply mind-blowing levels of narcissism. They think they're so fucking special and we should all put them up on pedestals and worship them. Whereas 30 years ago, all of these people, if we'd seen them in the street, you just put a wooden spoon in the mouth and plug their head into the nearest pylon. That's the end of this video. But for me, the frightening thing is that they walk among us. As ever, thanks for watching.